Hey guys, this is Elias with Softfly, and today we're importing WooCommerce variable products using an Excel file and WPL import. Now let's upload the file we're gonna use. Alright, now we need to select WooCommerce Products from this dropdown, and since I don't have any products here on this site, let me show you real quick. I'm gonna choose New Items and continue to step 2. Now you'll notice that this preview that WPL import is giving us here doesn't actually look like an Excel file, and that's fine. WPL import is actually converting this Excel file into an XML. Now I have here the file we're importing, and we have here the SKU, parent SKU, name, short description, stock status, regular price, sell price, categories, images, and size and color. Now, these are the same elements we have here, and this is basically what we need to confirm here on step 2. That WPL import is detecting the right number of elements. In this case, we have 2038. And if we check here, you will see that we have 2039, minus, of course, the header column. Now, that gives us 2038, so that's good. And we have all of the columns here. So this is looking good, and since that's the case, let's continue to step 3. Now here on step 3, we just need to drag and drop the elements from this right panel into the appropriate import fields. Now let's do that with the name, right? The description, the short description. All right, that was easy. Let's scroll down and open up the WooCommerce add-on tab. Now you'll notice that the WooCommerce add-on tab is very similar to when you're creating a product in WooCommerce. So let's do the same and select variable products from this dropdown. You'll notice that the variations tab shows up, and this is the exact same thing that happens when you do this in WooCommerce. So let's just drag and drop the elements to whatever field we want them to go. So we have here the SKU. Let's drag and drop that, that's fine. Now we have the regular price, which is here, all right? And the sell price is here. Now let's preview the prices to make sure they are right, and they are, so that's cool. Let's dismiss this. These settings will leave them as they are because the default values work for us. Now let's jump into the inventory tab. We have here the manage stock option. So we'll enable this because we do have the stock element here. So let's drag and drop that and set the low stock threshold to, I don't know, 3 maybe. Yeah, that's good. You can use whatever number works for you here. Now for the stock status, we could let WPL import decide whether a product is on stock or not, but we do have the stock status element here. Now to use this element, we need to select this option here that says set with expat. And if you hover on the question mark, you will see the accepted values for expat. Now these are the values we have here. We have this, which is out of stock, and this next one is in stock. So that's good. Let's drag and drop that, set it up here, and WPL import will import this dynamically. So these settings will leave them as they are too. We're gonna skip the shipping and link products tab because we don't have any of that information here on the import file. So let's jump into the attributes tab. And this attributes tab is very important when creating variation, guys, because if you don't have any attributes, well, you won't have any variations either because WooCommerce won't allow you to create them. Now for the attributes, we have size and color. So let's add those. Size and color. Awesome. And drag and drop the values like so. Cool. So we have everything here. This is very simple. This is very much what you could expect in WooCommerce. We have the same options here, and the idea is that you can find this familiar, so you can just work your way through it. The only difference here really is this variations tab. Now here in this variations tab, you just need to read these titles and check out the images below. These images and the titles will describe a scenario, and that scenario is basically a file structure. Let's take a pic here, for example. This is a simple one. Here we have all variations for a particular product have the same title as the parent product. Now, if your file looks like this, where you have the variations and the parent products sharing the same title, well, you just need to drag and drop the title element like so, and WPL import will understand this and link your variations. Now, this is not our case. The file structure we're using is more similar to this one, where we have an SKU and a parent SKU elements. I'm going to show you real quick here. So we have here the SKU column where we have the different values which are unique for each row. And we have here the parent SKU element where each row has a unique value that's referencing this SKU column. In this case, this is the parent, the chest kangaroo hoodie. And all of these guys are actually variants in different colors and sizes from the same parent. Now let's just drag and drop those elements like this. All right, and with this, WPL import will understand how to link our variations. Now, these settings will leave them as they are too. The default values work for us. So yeah, guys, it's very simple, but it can get confusing. So if you're feeling a little bit lost here, just don't worry about it. Contact our support team and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Now let's continue with the images tab. And here in the images tab, we just need to drag and drop the element we need, depending on where you have your images hosted. In this case, we have our images hosted in an external server. You can see here that the URL is not the one we're using, and the images are separated with a semicolon. Now, let's see what happens when I drag and drop this element here and hit preview. WPL import can't detect this image, and the reason for that is because we're not using the right delimiter here. As you can see that we have here the semicolon, as I said before, so we need to set that up here. Let's change the comma for a semicolon and hit preview again. Now WPL import is detecting the images, so that's good, but let's just run the test to double check, and WPL import is able to download the images, so that's good. Let's dismiss this and continue with the import. We have here some advanced functions for images. You can hover on the question mark and it will explain what this option does. Now let's continue. We will skip the custom fields tab and open up the taxonomies tab. Now here we need to enable the categories because we do have that element here, but we don't have any tags, so we can just skip that. And here for the categories element, you'll notice that they are separated with greater than symbols, which means that this is a hierarchical structure. Now we have here another symbol too, which is a pipe. And this pipe is basically separating different hierarchy groups. Now we can import this in WPL import by selecting the third option here. Then we need to enable this option right here that says an element in my file contains the entire hierarchy. Let's do that and drag and drop the categories element. Now if I preview, you will notice that these elements here are not separating correctly. So we need to add another separator for different hierarchy groups. WPL import by default chooses the pipe, but you can change this too, and also the separator for the different elements in the hierarchy. Now let's hit preview again, and now it looks good, as you can see here. So great, let's continue with our import. We will skip these other product options, but just so you know, they are just standard WordPress stuff, like post status, post dates, comments, and whatnot. Here we have the function editor, where you can run your own functions on the import file and do pretty much whatever you want with your data. Now I will leave a link in the description below for this, for the taxonomies, the images, and the variations tab, so you can learn more about those settings. For now, let's just continue to step 4. And here we need to choose a unique identifier, and what we want with this unique identifier is a value that's truly unique across the whole file, meaning that each record has a unique value that it's not gonna be the same for any other record here. Now we could just click here on the auto attack button and WPL import will choose the right one for us. In this case, WPL import chose the name, SKU, size, and color, and that's good because this is a truly unique value. So let's just scroll down and continue. Now we have here some advanced options for the import, and you can just hover on the question mark, same as before, and it will explain what this option does. Now, finally, we have here the scheduling options, and I will be sure to leave a link in the description below so you can learn more about this amazing feature that will allow you to just schedule and automate your imports in WPL import. Now let's continue and run the import. And since this is gonna take a minute or two, I'm just gonna pause the video here and come back when it's ready. All right, that didn't take too long. Let's see if our products came in okay. All right, so they seem to be good. This is great. Let's take a peek now in the front end of the site. Now we have here this beautiful website, and you can see here that the images are showing up. That's always a good sign. All right, so we have here 191 products, and this is good because this is the number we expected. Now let's open this product. All right, so we have here the SKU, the categories, the title, the price, and sell price are good. This is the short description. If we select a variation, you can see that the image changes, and so does the SKU. We have here the blue image and the green one, so that's great. We have here the description and some attributes. Let's take a look here in the edit product page, and we have here the title, the description, the images. This is good. The SKU, categories. Here are the variations. All right, now these variations have the manage stock option enabled. We have the SKU for each one of them, the sell price, regular price, the stock. So yeah, all of the data is here, guys, and this is good. This is how you import WooCommerce variable products using an Excel file and WPL import. Now, I really hope you like this video, and if you want to know more about how to import or export other WooCommerce data like products, orders, reviews, and whatnot, just check out the other videos in our channel or go to our website at wplimport.com. See you next time.